As we enter the Easter season, I'd like to share with you a little bit of thoughts with regard to who Jesus was, who we are in relation to him, and also our relation to God. I'd like to share, first of all, the online book club review, official review of my book, God is Alive and Well, which explores a lot of these concepts. It received a 4 out of 4 star rating, actually. So here, let me share it with you now. God is Alive and Well is an encouraging and enlightening book written by Dr. Robert W. Walker. The book, which has 26 relatively short chapters, introduces the readers to a totally new understanding of who God is and who we are in relation to him or her. The author presents his personal opinion and theories about the burning bush in the story of Moses, the temptation of Christ by Satan, and why God created us differently from one another. Moreover, the book presents the concept of quantum energy, which the author believes to be the God energy that created the universe and everything in it through exquisite design. Furthermore, the author expounds on what being born again or spiritually awakened really means. He goes on to explain that we actually have 4 bodies. Our physical body controls our 5 senses. Our emotional body is connected to our heart and right brain functions, which control our love centers. Our mental body refers to our belief system, based on our family teachings, education, peer and culture, and our spirit is the peace of God's Spirit in us. Imbalanced energy from these bodies impacts our health and wellness. In addition, the book offers simple explanations of the 10 Commandments of God given to Moses in the book of Exodus, and reconciles the description of a totally judgmental and vindictive God in the Old Testament as opposed to the God of pure love in the New Testament. He also shows how God wants to communicate with us and that he wants us to have a spiritual connection with him so that we could live in light, love, and wisdom. Finally, the author shares some of his personal experiences in spiritual awakening, spiritual healing, and betrayal. Needless to say, this is one informative, enlightening, and inspiring book. I like the book's impartiality, especially with regard to sexuality. The author refers to God as Father, Mother, and him or her, which shows that his faith goes beyond gender issues. My favorite part is that particular chapter that recounts the author's personal experience where he was placed in a position to pass judgment on an individual because of sexual orientation. However, this is not an easy read. This is not one of those books that can be read and enjoyed while waiting at the train station, nor is it one of those feel-good books that can be read while waiting for a friend at a coffee shop. This is a serious, well-written, and well-researched book that offers important advice on how to establish a spiritual connection with God. Moreover, some of the explanations may sound too technical for some readers. Finally, there are errors within the entire book, including one misspelled word, a missing apostrophe, and faulty parallelism, which are thankfully very few. I therefore rate this book 4 out of 4 stars. It is well written, well researched, and well referenced, informative, enlightening, inspiring, and encouraging. I recommend it to believers and non-believers alike. I recommend it to believers, especially Christians, that they might learn how to establish a spiritual connection with God, and to non-believers that they might learn about a very interesting concept to contemplate on.